He's probably shackled to a table and
Oops.
Okay, well, if someone was trying to keep me on my toes, I'm on my toes now.
Slacker. Didn't even look to see what outro was lined up. He just says, "Oh, let's go live."
Yeah, and then, well, the problem is I have my light camera there. This is Fans of the Diamond tonight, folks. But you never know. Pittsburgh might get mentioned somewhere in this whole nightly conversation with MLB talk. Right now is Jeremy and Jason and me on the mic tonight. Jason, great show last night, by the way. I don't know if you got a chance to see that, Jeremy, but that was a kick-ass little show last night.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the props.
Anyway, we're not going to be talking Derek Metcalf. We're not going to be talking Sidney Crosby tonight. We might talk about that pitcher we saw in that intro, though, that number 30 guy. He's pretty good.
Oh.
But anyway.
Talking about Skeens?
Trade deadline. Yeah. Trade deadline on the way,
Skeens
guys.
Is good when he looks good. He hasn't looked good lately.
Yeah. I'm aware of that. So here's what I was thinking. Normally we have like 5 people here tonight, but tonight we only have us 3. So here's what I was thinking. What if I thought you were jumping in, Marcus?
Yeah, slacker. Marky Mark and his funky bunch is being funky in the chat.
Yeah, someone set it up where they weren't. Where it had me playing that instead of the other one. But anyway, I have my light cam right here, and I didn't realize it was sitting in front of the intro, and I just hit play, and I couldn't see what intro.
So I'm sitting here watching this, and I'm like going, yeah, how nice is that?
Yeah, we're going to talk Pittsburgh sports. Jeremy, I was going to pop in Friday night because I had a question for your Lions.
Oh, yeah.
That 2004 draft. Well, instead of Roy Williams, would have you wanted DeAngelo Hall instead?
Yes.
I was just curious.
Yes, 100,000% yes.
Because obviously Sean Taylor was off the board at that point, but Max McMillian was really a wide receiver guy. I'm sure Jay was happy whenever he took Roy Williams, though.
Oh yeah.
Extremely happy.
Let's put it this way. Minnesota is the happiest one to follow Detroit ever, because prior to Matt Millen, we had the biggest mistake in drafting history. Taking punt returning cornerback Terry Fair ahead of Randy Moss.
Oh, the legendary Terry Fair from the University of Tennessee. Who can forget that draft pick?
Anyway,
I still cry at night and curl up in a corner over that one when I rewatch that draft.
You still have your Terry Fair jersey at home.
No, it got burned a long time ago.
Okay.
My Joey Harrington means more to me.
Oh,
it's framed and autographed.
Yeah, right.
How you doing there, Freddie Faz at 4K? We were talking about the Lions drafting Terry Fair over Randy Moss back in '98. God, that was
and Roy Williams over DeAngelo Hall.
To me, that wasn't as big of a travesty. Eric Ebron over Aaron Donald was pretty bad. Charles Rogers over everybody else in that draft was pretty bad.
Well, and what about when the Lions took Mike Williams? Who did they take Mike Williams over?
Everybody.
Everybody? Okay.
Everybody. He was the 5th pick overall, and he ended up being a fat tight end that couldn't play tight end.
Yep.
Not to be confused with the Mike Williams that played for the Chargers and actually was decent. But still a bust for where he is drafted.
Wait, he caught 1 touchdown from Aaron Rodgers last year or 2 years ago. Last year.
Yeah,
we're talking about that Mike Williams?
Yeah, that Mike Williams that came from the Chargers.
It's been everywhere. Anyway, here's what I was thinking. I don't know. There's only 2 of us, 3 of us. So here's what I was thinking. I was going to ask you first what you personally think you need, and then we'll have that discussion, and then we'll go into what the front office thinks you guys need.
Okay. So, in other words, what I've been saying is the same thing Scott Harris has been saying. So mine's pretty easy.
I don't like that answer. I want different answers tonight, Jeremy.
I have no different answers for you because it's exactly what we need. Our bullpen is a freaking joke. We can't hold a lead through 3 innings at the end of the game at all. So give me a bullpen arm and a right-handed power bat. Doesn't have to be a 5-tool player. I could care less if it's a DH. Just give me a right-handed power bat. One that can hit left-handers.
Now, how deep would you go in getting a good bat in there?
Myself, I think we're probably not buying because that's not been Scott Harris's forte. We might buy on the bullpen arm and trade for somebody that's washed up or injured because that's what we've done. Cole Finnegan, yes, I'm calling you out. Matero didn't even make it through 2 innings today. He threw 46 pitches and had the bases loaded. We're down 8-5 right now in the 7th, I believe it is. 8-5
got rained out, Jeremy. And this week, I think me and you are both big Yankee fans this week.
Who are the Yankees playing?
The White Sox.
The White Sox? Yeah, of course. And whoever's against the Guardians.
And they're delayed right now.
Yeah, I know, but I give them a win just for waiting.
Jay, as owner, what would you be doing?
Well, if I was the owner / executive of the Los Angeles Dodgers, as enticing as it is for me to want to call up Scott Hicks and to call up Jeff Greenberg of the Detroit Tigers to find out what the asking price would be for Tarik Skubal, I'm of the mind where, okay, look, we have enough depth in our rotation. We have to start thinking about our wants over our needs. We want Tarik Skubal, but what we need is more catching depth, and we need another solid right-handed reliever coming out of the bullpen. It's sounding more and more every day like Will Smith is not going to be back this season. And even though the Dodgers have left open that window for Smith to return, I have to think if they were really optimistic about his return, they would have already given us a general timeline for his return. But they haven't even done that, which is un-Dodgers-like. So I'm going on the assumption as an owner and an executive, okay, I'm getting off the phone with Will's agent. Will tells me, hey, he's probably not going to be good to go even in September. Let's not even bother bringing him back. Let's shut him down the rest of the year. Who do we have out there that we can get not to reproduce his production, but to platoon with Dalton rushing so that way we can keep rushing preserved as much as possible and keep his legs fresh for October. Now, on my show, It's Dodgers Time, the podcast last night, I mentioned that 2 guys the Dodgers should target at backup catcher are Ryan Jeffers of the Twins and up in Seattle, I want to say Mitch Haniger, but it's not Mitch Haniger. It's or for the Rangers. Mitch Garver. Thank you. Now, Jeffers would be the better offensive option because he's having a better offensive season. And I do think that Garver, even though his offensive numbers are abysmal this season, I think in that lineup he would have a chance to at least give them some quality at bats. He's, about 5 out of 10 behind the plate in terms of his receiving abilities, but still they need catching depth first and foremost. And then when it comes down to the bullpen help, I mentioned we need another right-handed reliever to add some length to that bullpen because the Dodgers already today announced that Evan Phillips is no longer coming in high leverage situations. So that means that the only time we're going to see Phillips is during 10-2 blowouts, 12-2 blowouts when they have a comfortable lead. So with that being said,
let me say this real quick. It is freaking a mess outside right now. So if I lose connection, that's why. I can hear it blowing. I can hear it blowing off the side of my house right now.
Okay.
So I just wanted to bring that up.
Glad you got it.
So, with that being said, David Stearns of the New York Mets has already told everybody out there that the Mets are open for business. I would really love to see the Dodgers try and make a pull for Clay Holmes, the right-hander, out of the bullpen. He has a 2.39 ERA this year. He's 4-4 out of that bullpen. 45 strikeouts with a very respectable 1.10 WHIP. I think Holmes would be a great addition coming out of the back end of that bullpen. And with Edwin Diaz coming back, that's going to change the dynamics of the bullpen as well. So if they could get Holmes, technically they could bring him in the 6th inning or the 7th inning, bring in Tanner Scott in the 8th inning to be that bridge to Edwin Diaz and have Diaz be the closer, or interchange Diaz and Scott between the 8th and the 9th innings. But that's what I would address first. But again, I'm not running the Dodgers, so that's not up to me to decide.
Yeah, and the guy you'd have to get a hold of with Detroit is Scott Harris.
Scott Harris, not Jeff Greenberg?
Yeah, Jeff Greenberg. I was like, who's that? But anyways,
I thought he was like their GM or something.
Now, would you be okay with a catcher that has some MLB experience that's called up, that's been around the league a long time, but actually has pop in his back? Because there is one in our farm system that plays for AAA Toledo that's been tearing the cover off the ball down there, and he actually does a good job defensively. He's the guy that gunned down Bryce Harper for his first missed steal of the year.
Are you talking about one Dylan Dingler?
No, I am talking about Eduardo Valencia. He's a 9-year pro, and in his 2 games that he was up until Dingler came back, because right after that was the All-Star break, he hit back-to-back home runs in back-to-back games.
It depends. What are his lefty-righty splits? Because the Dodgers really value that from their offensive players.
He hit a home run on the first game versus a left-handed reliever. He hit a home run in the second game against a right-handed starter. So, a nice even split for you from one game to the next.
I would be willing to sit down and discuss Valencia
because I'm quite sure it wouldn't have to be a top 50 prospect to get him. It would probably more like in the bottom 50 because he's just outside of the top 50 himself. So I think it could be in like an even AAA player swap.
And you know what? I'll do one better for you. I'll throw in a Teoscar Hernandez for you. Teoscar's name is now popping up on trade speculation. So I'll give you Teoscar Hernandez, considering he hasn't done dick for the Dodgers this season, and we'll call it a draw. How's that?
Throw in the prospect, you got to win.
All right, there you go. Adam, what were you going to say?
I guess well, we got our because we traded Joey Bart, we got Endy back today. Endy Rodriguez, I believe, for the Pirates. What would you maybe think of Henry Davis?
Well, Henry Davis doesn't hit a ton. That's the only issue there. Defensively, he's getting better. I think part of Henry Davis's problem is that the Pirates rushed him far, far, far too fast to the major leagues.
He could be a good fill-in to give Rushing a little bit of a breather.
Exactly, and that's the one thing that I think we have to focus on here is not so much the offensive production, but what can we find out of a backup catcher that we need the most more than offense, which is how he would handle the pitching staff. There would obviously be, if we get anybody who, regardless of who it is, there's going to be that maturation process with working with that rotation with guys like Roki and Shohei and the others. But still, I would be willing to take a flyer on Davis. Plus, Davis also kind of fits the Andrew Friedman, find guys in the dumpster, find guys on the scrap heap and turn them into perennial all-stars. I think Davis is a type of player or a type of project that the Dodgers could take a flyer on. So yeah, I would look at him.
I just want to say what's up to Daniel and Yinzer out there.
Yep, Daniel Berry Sports. Yep, how you doing there? It's good to see you.
I don't know him.
He's one of the guys that follows my right group a little bit.
I see that. I just don't know who he is. But nice to meet you, buddy.
Jack.
That's Yinzer.
Yinzer. Everybody knows Yinzer.
So Jeremy, I heard something. I mean, obviously, we got a lot of prospects in LA. They have their 6 in the top 100. But there's another team that really needs a 1 spot. And I heard today that they might be willing to let go of 7 of their prospects.
Who's that?
That would be the Tampa Bay Rays.
It depends on what the prospects are. And when you say 7 prospects, I
didn't hear what level. I just heard.
Right. That's my thing.
Now I know they want an MLB player ready.
Yes. We want at least one MLB ready player. And as much as everybody thinks he isn't, Teoscar Hernandez is a MLB ready player. And that's intriguing, but yet he's had the consistency of leaded water like we used to have in Flint before they fixed it.
Now I read today that Corey Mize could be available. Gleyber Torres could be available.
Gleyber Torres, yes.
Agents, because they're all free agents. This is what I was reading.
I know. A whole bunch of people have said who's available. But you know what's funny? Is we haven't had one call on Mize. We haven't had one call on Torres. Why? They are both oft injured. More oft injured than Tarik Skubal, especially this season. And you can't be more oft injured at the trade deadline and expect to get a haul. So Mize, you'd probably get more for than you would Torres, because Torres is 31 years old, whereas Mize, you still have 2 years of team control as a rookie. And yeah, something could happen. Will it happen? Like I said, I don't plan on us selling.
Right.
And the key words that Scott Harris said back at the beginning of June, or at the end of May, when we had that day off before Skubal came back, unless we're 7 games out of the wild card. In other words, if it's 6 or less, he's not selling. I think he usually has been a pretty straight shooter on that. And a lot of people are trying to blame him for this season. And I don't get this because
injuries.
Yeah, injuries. You can't blame that on the GM. What you can blame is who he called up. But at the same time, with the looming lockout coming, do you really want all your top prospects logging enough games in the MLB to be considered a rookie year 1 when if you bring them up in the September call-ups, which is basically a free call-up? We got guys like Bryce Rayner, the 6'5" left-handed shortstop that's tearing the cover off the ball. Max Clark, Max Anderson. Who was
the guy your buddy was talking about? The 6'2" pitcher or something? The German guy?
Yeah. And Noyce, I can't remember his name.
Goats?
Goats, or Goats.
Something like that.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to look him up, but I'm going to look him up.
I mean, Buddy was all excited.
Yeah, it is what it is. If he's great, great. If he's not, he'll end up back in the minors.
Right.
I
know the Guardians need someone that can hit left-handed pitching. We are absolutely the worst against left-handed pitching, unless his name is Tarik Skubal. Unfortunately, Jeremy, they know how to hit him. I don't know why. They know how to hit him. They might lose against them, but at least they get hits off them.
Yeah, they get hits, but they don't get a lot of home runs. They don't hit for power off of them.
I'm just saying, like, Skubal's the only one we at least hit. I think they're batting a 194 off left-handed pitchers this year.
Right, and they bat a 255 versus Skubal.
Right.
Which is a huge disparity. I get that. But you know what? When you got a guy with the level of Skubal, you can live with somebody batting 250 as a team off of him. That's 1 out of 4.
Jay, yeah. So what else would as an owner, Jay, what are they looking at doing or getting, or basically the same thing you said, or what are you hearing out of the real house?
Well, as an owner, Tarik Skubal. As an owner, here's my thoughts. I have tons of money to burn and then some. I've already proven I've been willing to write as many zeros at the end of my checkbook as possible by signing Shohei Ohtani, by pulling off deals that got Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. I've already told my front office I will give you guys whatever financial resources you need to make our team better. Also, I'm looking at with the potential of a lockout happening next season, which it will. I want my team to make history. I want my Los Angeles Dodgers to be the first team in National League history to go to 3 consecutive World Series and win 3 consecutive World Series. Even the Cincinnati Reds, the big red machine of the 1970s, never accomplished that. And they were one of the greatest teams ever assembled. And as you guys know, the Oakland Athletics, formerly the Oakland Athletics, and most recently the New York Yankees, were the only American League teams to go to 3 consecutive and win 3 consecutive. I want my Dodgers to make history. And if that means getting Tarek Skubal for 2 or 3 of our best prospects and offloading Teoscar Hernandez, offloading Alex Call, because we're going to have a lot of guys coming off the injured list here in the next couple of days. Make it happen. I'm telling Andrew Friedman and Brandon Gomes, get me Skubal. Get me Skubal. Make it happen. Let me know how much it'll cost. Let's make it happen. Now,
yeah, I just thought about this.
Yeah,
like if the Dodgers do 3-peat, right?
Yes.
With that, which of course that might get me to that would give me now 3 Dodger jerseys if they do.
Oh, you must have a Skubal, huh?
No, I started buying. I started a stupid buying thing again. I started buying MVPs of the World Series jerseys.
Oh, okay, gotcha. The reason why I said it that way is because
hold on, Jeremy. Let me get my question out real quick. So before, does anyone know how to, Marcus? If you know how to change that, go ahead. It's got to be one of these buttons.
I got called a slacker, and now I'm here.
Well, you are a slacker.
About damn time. I mean, where the fuck you been?
Sleeping, eating, editing.
Austin 316.
Yeah. What?
What?
Well, Jay, I've totally lost my train of thought. Damn it.
You're saying something about Dodgers World Series and jerseys.
Oh, yeah. So if they win this year.
Yes.
And usually, like, teams get tired. And if we have a break for a whole year, that would only benefit the Dodgers.
It would especially benefit the Dodgers because they have the oldest average age on their starting roster of any team in Major League Baseball. And they still have their veterans like Mookie and Freddie Freeman under contract for another year, another 2 years. They have hinted about talking a minor extension with Freddie to keep him a Dodger for the rest of his career, but that's a separate conversation. So you're right, Adam. I mean, with the average age of this team being 34.5 years of age, and a lot of these guys, assuming we don't have a season next year, are going to miss out on next season. You're right. That rest could only benefit them. And who knows, make them better for a 4-peat, assuming it happens hypothetically here, if and when that does happen.
I just thought about that. I didn't, that didn't even. But good evening,
Odnia Teodoro da Silva.
Jack Wagon alert. I see that in the comments.
Marcus. So my first question of the night was, if you were the GM of your team, what would you be doing and looking for at the trade deadline?
Looking for a better bullpen.
That's a common denominator in this show.
We have a good hitting crew. We were ranked second at the end of the first half in hitting, 9th in pitching. So we got people that can hit the ball. We just need more to step up because it's Yordan across the board. Yordan is our meal ticket, our bread and butter, our lifesaver, the heart and soul of the team right now. Yordan leads in everything from batting average to hits, RBIs, home runs, all and OBP of the season.
You don't think you would want another bat in there?
I don't know. Well, that's what we drafted some players for them to see what they can do.
But they're not going to be MLB ready. They're not going to be MLB ready within the next month and a half.
Well, we'd have to call some people up, like Ethan Fry. We could call him up from Asheville and come put on the blue and put on the navy and orange and hit them dingers out Dyken Park. Just don't hit El Torito. It'll cost you a lot of money. Ask Jordan how much it costs to replace a big old Jumbotron.
Are they still the Nashville Sound, Mark?
The what?
The Nashville Sound.
I don't think so.
I didn't know if AAA teams changed their.
Asheville, I don't even remember what Asheville's mascot is, but that's in North Carolina. The teams in Texas.
I thought you said Nashville was their AAA team.
No, Asheville. They got a team in Asheville, North Carolina, but their AAA is Sugarland Space Cowboys, which is a subdivision in Houston. And
so that's real close.
The Corpus Christi Hooks, which is their AA. Corpus is about 4 or 5 hours from Houston, right in South Texas.
I was going to say that's right next to Dallas, right?
No, that's South Texas. That's probably like 3 miles from Mexico. 3 hours from Mexico, about 5 hours from Houston.
Gotcha.
But they used to have you can quote Jason on this. The Astros used to have a minor league team in Fresno called the Bears before they
the Grizzlies.
Or the Grizzlies, yeah.
Grizzlies. We still have the Grizzlies here in Fresno, but they're now the single A affiliate of the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, see, they traded that, or they sold that team, and then they, like I said, the only ones they got left. There's two in North Carolina that they own, and they got the Space Cowboys in Sugarland and the Hooks.
So is that your double A? Is that your single A affiliates? Because now everyone has two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's high A and low A.
Yeah. Let me see what they're called. Before I get it.
Jeremy, you have Canton, right?
We have Canton, and that's actually West Michigan Whitecaps. And then we have one, is it the Erie Seawolves, I think it is? Or is that our double A? I can't remember.
Right, so
I think it's your double A.
I know the Toledo Mud Hens is the triple A. I'm trying to think what the other one is.
I thought you had one in Canton.
Canton is West Michigan Whitecaps. I said that.
Oh, they even kept the name Michigan in.
Hello,
Canton.
Yoli.
Yeah. So they're AAA. Yeah. I was right. Space Cowboys is AAA. Hooks is AA. Asheville is called the Taurus, and they're their high A team. And Fayetteville, they got a single A in Fayetteville called the Woodpeckers.
I could be wrong.
Team, Jay?
What?
What's your minor league teams?
Well, here in Midland, Michigan, he has the Great Lakes Loon in single high A.
Yeah, so the Great Lakes Loons in Michigan are the high A affiliate. Our low A affiliate is a team called the Ontario Tower Buzzers. They're actually a brand new team. Ontario is in Southern California. It's in a part of Southern California known as the Inland Empire, where you have 5 or 6 small cities: Ontario, Pomona, Claremont, Montclair, Rancho Cucamonga, Upland, all literally connected by one long thoroughfare. I mean, you could literally walk from one little small city to the other. That's how close they are. So Ontario is our new low A affiliate. Our double A affiliate has been the Tulsa Drillers for quite some time in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then our triple A affiliate is out in Oklahoma City. They used to be known as the Oklahoma City Dodgers, but they rebranded, changed their team name to the Oklahoma City Comets before the start of last season. So Ontario, Great Lakes, Tulsa, and Oklahoma City.
So our single low A is the Lakeland Flying Tigers down in Florida. The West Michigan Whitecaps are in Comstock Park, just outside of Grand Rapids. That's the one you're probably thinking of. We don't have a team in Canton at all. Our double A affiliate is the Erie Seawolves, and then the Toledo Mud Hens, who have been an affiliate since 1987.
Do the Lakeland team share with the Pirates? Because I think the Pirates have a team in Lakeland too.
No, they have been with the Tigers since 1963.
No, I meant the field. I meant the field, Jeremy.
I don't think so. FCL, I think this is the one that you're talking about out of Publix Field at Joker Marchant Stadium in 1995, the FCL Tigers. The Dominican Summer League, we have 2 Tigers teams, the DSL Tigers 1 and San Pedro de Macorís, Dominican Republic. And then we have the DSL Tigers 2, which we added in 2022. The other one's been an affiliate since 1995. And that the Dominican Republican ones are the ones that Miguel Cabrera helps run.
And just an update, the Yankees have now taken the lead 4-3 in Chicago.
Good.
They don't need no sneaking Cody Bellinger.
Volpe got an RBI.
Bottom of the ninth, Tigers are up and don't know how many outs, but Spencer Torkelson has 2 hits. Nobody has a home run, but 2 of our 5 runs were batted in by Hyu Lee. Well, everybody craps on him.
That's where they are. Bradenton, sorry.
Hyu Lee is now batting .274.
He almost got hit in the head yesterday.
Only 64 points higher than Spencer Torkelson, who's batting a paltry .210. But yeah, let's bag on the guy that plays second base, almost as good as Gleyber Torres.
He almost got hit in the head yesterday.
Hyu Lee?
Yeah, he almost got beamed in the head. Not laughing, but I mean, he was laughing about it. Anyway, all right. So we learned some. I want to get a Greensboro Grasshopper chat now.
Greensboro.
That's a Pirates single high. I have a look.
Yep. So we got, like I said, we got Toledo Mudhens, Erie Seawolves, West Michigan Whitecaps, Lakeland Flying Tigers, FCL Tigers, which is the rookie league.
Is that in Salt Lake City or something?
No, that's in Lakeland, Florida.
So they play on the same field. Is that what you're saying?
No, there's 2 fields in Lakeland. One we share probably with somebody else, but it is what it is.
Right. Oh, all right. So what anything good happened around the diamond this week, guys?
We split with the lowly Royals.
I know. I gotta listen to more Tiger games. The only 2 I listened to, they won.
Speaking of baseball, tomorrow I'm going to my final baseball game of 2026 till football starts. Because when football starts, that's all I'm going to. Like, it's the last baseball game I'm attending till next year.
Is it? Where's it at?
Our Texas Collegiate team made the playoffs, and they are the number 2 seed, I think, and we're hosting a playoff game. And this is so big, they're giving free admission to everybody to try and sell it out. Nice. And it's $2 Tuesdays, which means $2 hot dogs, popcorn, and 20-ounce soft drinks for $2.
Holy crap! It's like going to McDonald's in high school. $6 actually might fill you up.
Yeah, and right. if you want a beer, you're going to be paying $7-8 for a beer, the actual price.
Well, I was thoroughly happy with how the Dodgers ended their 9-game road trip coming out of the All-Star break. They went 6-3 overall. They took 2 out of 3 from the Yanks and the Bronx. Went to the bank, took 2 out of 3 there. Went back to New York, took 2 out of 3 from the Mets and Queens. It should have been a clean sweep, but thanks to Evan Phillips and thanks to Will Klein, it never ended up being a sweep. But at any rate, though, still, I'm not complaining. 6-3, coming off a tough 9-game road trip following the All-Star break on the East Coast. That was really the Dodgers, aside from going perfect on that swing, that's the best they could have asked for, considering how they were playing going into the All-Star break. So good road trip for LA coming back home.
With this big of a league, Jay, what did you think about putting him on the IL for 10 days just to give that knee some rest?
Shohei Ohtani? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Adam. I've come on this program and on open mic night many times as telling you guys I absolutely disagree with the way this team is handling his knee inflammation on the same knee that he had surgery on back in 2019. And Adam, this past weekend, I spent specific attention watching Shohei and the way he was taking his at-bats. No, I'm not a hitting coach, but I played the game before. I've swung the bat before. And as a left-handed hitter like Shohei, left-handed hitters put the bulk of their pressure on their follow through and their swing. That left leg is that weight-bearing leg. The right leg is the one they come down and plant on. That is very important when it comes to even weight distribution. And just seeing the way that Shohei was moving the lower half of his body, I can clearly tell that he is favoring that left leg. That led to a lot of poor swings. That led to a lot of ground balls that he hit. Now, even though he had a fairly successful kind of road trip overall, I can still tell he is not comfortable at all, either on the mound or in the batter's box. And I'm telling you, the Dodgers have a firecracker in their hands, and it's going to explode. One of these days here in the next coming week or months, Shohei, something's going to happen to that knee. Just because the Dodgers are outsmarting themselves and they think they have this situation under control by giving him 2 days rest here, playing him 2 days here, going back and forth. Well, you know what? That's like putting a Band-Aid on a knife wound. Yes, with this type of lead, they can afford to have Shohei on the IL for at least the minimum 10 days. Reassess him after that 10 days and then go from there. But I think they're doing him a disservice. They're doing the organization a disservice. And all I got to say is that if the worst case scenario happens, and I pray to God it doesn't, you guys are not going to want me on this program if and when it does happen.
Do you think they're hoping they can trade for a bat to fill in to make this move?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think something really interesting, that I've read, especially today, is that most recently Teoscar Hernandez's name has popped up in trade rumors. And the reason why is because of the wealth of those outfielders they have in their minor league farm system, especially Jose De Paula. He's at AAA. He has been hitting 350, 360 consistently all season. It's clear that De Paula is close to being ready, if not ready right now. So I can actually see a situation where instead of trading for an outfielder, Adam, the Dodgers trade an outfielder, i.e. they dump Teoscar Hernandez to a team like Seattle that is desperate for a right-handed hitter in their lineup and calling up Jose De Paula. Put De Paula in that lineup to see
he's
what he can
number one,
do.
Right? He's number one.
He's the number one prospect in Baseball America's top 100.
Yeah,
that would be
him and that
him
and that shortstop are the ones that they said are off the table for any trades already.
And another thing too is that De Paula can give them defensively in left field what Teoscar cannot give them, which is a lot of range and a lot of athleticism. So I would not be surprised if they actually trade Teoscar and call up De Paula and give him his cup of coffee and see what he can do.
Yeah, and I think the Dodgers are being smart with their good prospects, like the Tigers are, holding them back because of the looming lockout. I think that's very intelligent.
Yep.
Because isn't it? Yeah, it's a quarter of the season. If they log that in, they're considered an MLB player.
September 12th is that day, I think.
Yeah. And also, when you guys look at Andrew Friedman's track record as an executive, he has never made knee-jerk reactions when it comes to the trade deadline. If Andrew Friedman feels he needs a player right here and now to fill a spot on the roster or in the rotation, he'll do it. But Andrew Friedman always takes his time. He does his due diligence, and the reason why is because with the Dodgers, you not only have to factor in the production on the field, but you also have to factor in where does this player fit in the clubhouse, the culture they have built in the clubhouse. How does this player fit from a versatility standpoint? Can this player play 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 multiple positions so we can give some of our regular position players some extra rest? And that's why Friedman always takes his time. Trust me, the Dodgers are going to do their due diligence all the way up until the day before or the day of the trade deadline, and that's when we're going to see activity. But historically, Friedman has never had a knee-jerk reaction to pulling trades. He is absolutely one of the best, if not the best, in baseball at doing his research and knowing what he wants and then making the trade, rather than being impulsive and reactionary.
Okay.
Here's all I got.
The reason why I say I doubt that Skubal gets moved out of all of them is because of it's not just the first round compensatory pick when you lose a player of Skubal's value. You also get that 4th rounder. And the reason why I bring that up, that's why they want 2 top 50 prospects. While everybody says, oh, they got to have this, they sit there and said the MLB ready arm, yes, it's important. but to actually get the prospects that can sit and still play and develop next year is even more important.
Okay.
Here's all I got to say about the Astros.
Let it rip, buddy. Let it rip.
Well, I don't know what's going on with Hunter Brown. I know he's not injured. He was supposed to start Saturday, but they changed the lineup. Spencer Arguetti was supposed to start Friday. They put Steven Okert starting Friday. They put Arguetti starting Saturday. Then he gets hurt and puts on a 15-day IL. So they put, I think it was Brian Abreu, going in for him for getting hurt. But when I saw Ronel Blanco was making his debut on the mound, I said, "Oh, they're losing that one." I was shocked they won Friday with Okert starting. They beat the White Sox Friday. Saturday, even without Hunter Brown, they still pulled it off, but they got their ass whooped yesterday, 12-3 with a rookie on the mound.
What do you think of Lance McCullers getting DFA'd after the trade?
I'm gonna miss him.
I mean, where did he go again?
Oh shit!
I know he got DFA'd already, so it wasn't a very warm welcome wherever he went.
Oh, he went to the Brewers. That's where he went.
Yeah, he went to Milwaukee, who subsequently designated McCullers for assignment like less than a week after they obtained him.
I didn't even think it was 4 days later.
Yep, that's about what it was.
I want to see what I got to see Ronel's ERA for his fucking debut. I know it was dog shit, but I'm about to see.
Ronald Acuna did not have a good return for the Braves tonight.
Ooh, his ERA was 8.10.
Horrible.
He allowed 4 hits, 5 runs, 5 errors, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. He threw 4 strikeouts, allowed 2 home runs.
The Marlins won a game today.
Yay!
And who they beat?
The Phillies.
Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
8-7. They came back. They were down 7-3 whenever I looked.
Philly's on another level. Philly's, I know.
Couldn't happen to a better team, Ryan.
I know we're going to talk more about it tomorrow, but we can't. Philly will take anything right now because they think they're on top of the world because they got LeBron, and we'll have more about that tomorrow. But I sadly won't be there. I'm gonna be at the ball game, but I might.
There are a few key injured players who are getting injured at just the wrong time that are really going to affect what happens with the trade deadline because, the Yankees put Cody Bellinger on the IL 4 to 6 weeks at best with a grade 2 hamstring strain. You have Shea Langoliers, who is going to miss the rest of the season with a torn meniscus in his knee. The A's were dangling him as trade bait. So there's this trade deadline.
The ball off the nuts.
Yeah, no, that's not. He didn't take the ball off the nuts. I don't remember who that guy's name is.
Yeah, he did. He had to get his testicle taken out.
It wasn't Langoliers. It was somebody else.
It was the other guy.
Yeah, it was the other guy. But so yeah, we're
Langoliers had the ACL, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, when you look at now with Bellinger going down for the Yankees, Aaron Judge is out. They have no idea when he's coming back. Giancarlo Stanton, who knows? Bellinger now out. That's the entire Yankees starting outfield right there that is not on the roster, on the active roster right now.
They're beating the White Sox right now, so I'm excited whoever the hell they got playing.
Well,
I know Chisholm has 2 RBIs in that game tonight.
Funny you mentioned the White Sox because Chris Getz came out this past week and said, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to trade for pitching, but we're not giving up any of our top prospects. Really? What do you expect, Getz, that they're just going to gift you a player? You're going to call up the Pittsburgh Pirates and say, hey, can we have this guy? Oh, sure, you bet, Chris. No problem. And you know what? We don't want anybody in return. Just go ahead and take him. Yeah, sorry, Chris. You got to give something to get something. So you're going to have to deal out of your farm system if you want to get some primetime pitching to keep your team in first place in the American League Central Division. I practically laughed when I read that statement. It's like, Getz, come on, man. Don't start reading your own press, dude. I know, right?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Well,
so Kerry Carpenter was just placed on the 10-day IL for the Tigers with left plantar fasciitis. Casey Mize went back to the IL as well for 10 days.
After yesterday's start?
Yeah, because his hand started bothering him. His glove hand is what's hurting him. But because it's due to that hit that he took the other day that had negative tests as far as the x-rays, doesn't mean that there isn't a strain in the ligaments or something like that.
What is that?
That's what they're wearing. That's what they're wearing against the Astros. I thought this was throwbacks, but this is their beach-themed City Connect uniforms. I thought it was throwbacks. Because I'm looking at it. Jason already disapproves it. I disapprove it too. And
well, they were those City Connects like last season, the season before, and the season before that. So I'm just you're right.
As much as I hate to say it, they still look better than the Padre City Connect.
This is true. I like the hat.
Yeah,
I like the hat. I'm just not sure.
It reminds me of Alabama.
What?
Can someone please
post a picture? Alabama. It reminds me of Alabama.
Nah, more like Arkansas. But can someone please post a picture of that diabolical City Connect Padre uniform for shits and giggles?
Is that the one they're wearing this season?
Whichever one. Well, I thought it was last year, this year. I don't even remember. I just know it didn't go with their color tone.
The Rainbow Bright Warrior is what I called it.
Oh, like University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior?
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of it, Dream?
Oh, let me see if I can find it for you.
And we got Imai on the mound today, and they got Mike Trout batting second with his average at 2.4. His batting average 2.47. Okay.
I can't believe the Mets beat the Braves 14-3.
I don't get is how is this Imai's 14th start, but his starting record shows 6-4? Should it be more numbers?
Oh God, this year's is worse than last year's, but yes, Rainbow Bright is it.
What in the fuck Mexico is that?
That looks like some Miami Vice shit, minus the blue and pink.
That is Mexico.
Well, California is Mexico. Basically.
I'm not cutting up on Mexico, but that's what it reminds me of.
It's kind of like Texas was Mexico too.
Apparently, we have.
I'm getting ready to put it up for you.
Chauncey Billings says Phillies and Dodgers NLCS. Thoughts, guys?
Here's a thought. What if it's a Milwaukee, Philadelphia NLCS? I mean, look,
Dodgers.
Well, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer on my own team, but
you always say your team sucks. I love it.
I know. I love it too. I love being a dick that way. But I mean, no, seriously, Milwaukee is a really, really good ball club this season, and they're going to be buyers at the deadline. To what extent, I don't know. So, and they've been rumored for the Tarek Skubal sweepstakes, and the Brewers definitely have the capital in their minor league system to deal from because they have one of the top 5 farm systems in all of Major League Baseball. So if nothing materializes between the Dodgers and the Tigers for Tarek Skubal, who's to say Milwaukee doesn't get cute and pull off a trade? Now, they won't trade Jesus Made, who's the top overall prospect in all of baseball from their farm system, but they have 3, 4, or 5 other guys that would entice the Tigers. And if Milwaukee gets Tarek Skubal, it's going to make that National League a whole lot more interesting. And the Brewers are only a half game back of the Dodgers for the best overall record in Major League Baseball. They are a quality team led by a quality manager and Pat Murphy, who I've loved from the get-go. So they are a good team. I'm not discrediting anything they're doing right now.
If your team's named after beer, you better be good. I mean,
I
would love a Dodgers Brewers NLCS just to piss Philly off. Now,
and
American
Milwaukee
League
would love it too.
American League, I'll let Tampa Bay have this one. Let them get in there. But you look at the rest of the top 5, it's teams I hate with fucking passion. New York, we don't want New York in there. They already won the freaking NBA Finals. They don't need another championship. I despise the White Sox for sweeping us in our first World Series. Boston is just Boston doing dumb shit, and fuck the Texas Rangers. So with that being said, I'll just have to take a shot in the dark. Give me Rays White Sox in the ALCS.
You know, as much as I would love a Dodgers three-peat, and I would love to rub it in the faces of certain people I know who are certain fans of certain teams that I deplore and I despise, I honestly would have no problems with a team like Milwaukee or Tampa winning the World Series for a couple of reasons. Number one, they're considered small market teams. That would go a long way of shutting up a lot of the naysayers who say, "Oh, small market teams can't compete against teams like the Dodgers."
Really? I love that. I love how you sounded right there.
Thank you. Really? If you guys go to and win the World Series, that trumps that idea. Milwaukee, the Brewers went to the World Series back in 1982, and they had a hell of a team then, but they didn't win. They lost to the St. Louis Cardinals. I would love to see Milwaukee and Tampa win just because overall, guys, I've said it before, I'm a huge baseball fan. And as much as I love my Dodgers, I want to see them win. I wouldn't be shedding any tears if Milwaukee or Tampa won the World Series. It would be great for Major League Baseball. It would be great for the competitive balance argument. It would be great for the salary cap, salary floor argument. Just a small sliver of an example as to what you can really do if you actually focus all your resources on putting together a quality ball club rather than being a butt face like Dick Monfort of the Colorado Rockies and constantly blaming the Dodgers for your problems. The Dodgers are the reason we can't spend. The Dodgers are the reason why we don't win. The Dodgers are the reason why we have a sorry pitching staff. Really, Dick Monfort? You're the owner. Do something about it, you idiot.
Make it a dome so the air quality doesn't affect the way the ball flies. Maybe their pitchers won't look like they're throwing gas.
You know, their pitcher whines and cries and needs his diaper. Their owner whines and cries and needs his diapers changed more than my 4-year-old nephew. F that. Rockies get what they deserve, man.
Why
sorry, Rockies fans.
Fucking diapers.
Yeah, whatever.
Can you do everything you just said in a Joe Pesci voice?
I can do everything I just said in a Joe Pesci voice. Actually, no, I can do it better. I can do a Robert De Niro if you want me to. Ooh. You know, I can do it much better than Robert De Niro voice. What are you talking about? What do you think you're doing, you moron? You're an idiot. You're nut.
Ooh,
that's my Robert De Niro voice.
Nipple mania running wild here in South
Louisiana. You motherfucker.
And,
do you know who you're dealing with?
Chauncey Billings, 5381, you're not wrong. Dodgers are the best team in baseball by far right now.
Look.
So hold on. Chauncey, I don't know if you follow my channel or not. I know you're on Jeremy's, but just to let you know, Jason does a Dodger show now for us. If you want to be just in a Dodger show and bullshit with him while he's live.
Yes.
I don't want to steal people from Jeremy's page, but I am going to promote my own page.
Go check out.
I want us to promote our own pages. You know, I'd say that on my show.
So Chauncey, if you want to follow Driving to the Top Productions on YouTube as well, then hit that like, subscribe button. Anyone can too. And hit that notification because Jay's going to go, I believe, Friday.
Probably Friday of this week. That is correct. Yes.
Are we going to do the 6 o'clock thing?
Probably do 6 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time as I live out here in California. So Chauncey, I don't know where you live, but I look at going live this Friday at 6 p.m. And not only will I talk Dodgers, but I will talk some other things Major League Baseball because the trade deadline is on August 3rd, which is about a week and a half away. I'll probably dish out some thoughts on who I think is going to get dealt, who I think will not get dealt, some teams to watch, some players to watch. So I try and keep it as informative and educated and objective as possible.
It's a very good show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anyway, Jeremy, what were you saying before I went into that?
I don't know. I forgot now. I sat too long. Just like you made me shut up earlier when you were talking.
Well, I wanted to say something before I forgot because I was like, oh, Chauncey's.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was trying to.
Right. What were we talking about?
I forget.
Shit. Anyone remember? Do we have DRS tonight?
I think we lost the whole train of thought when Marcus wanted me to do my Joe Pesci impersonation, and I lost it, so I switched to Robert De Niro instead.
I was about to bring up my opinion with Chauncey's comment, and then you brought up promoting Jason's show and Driving to the Top to follow.
Oh, that's right.
But okay, no, well, to put my gonna say dislike because I don't want to make Jason mad. I'm gonna put my dislike on the Dodgers aside when I say this. I wouldn't mind a Dodger three-peat just for Jason to be satisfied, and 2, to see if they actually boycott the league or because of them winning a three-peat.
Jason or Jeremy, that's what you were saying. You were saying, well, the Dodgers are the best team in the league.
I said that, and I left it at that. That's what I meant. They are the best team in the league.
Okay. All right. Giggity, giggity.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You gonna learn today?
All right. Oh, we're going to start movie quoting?
Kevin
One
Martin.
thing about high school girls, I get older,
Oh,
they
my
stay
God.
the same age.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Dude,
That's
that
the
might
one.
have been
Well,
the greatest movie of
What,
the
Daisy
90s.
Confused? What, Daisy
Yeah,
Confused?
confused.
I was a Clerks guy, though. I thought Clerks was a really good movie.
Yeah,
Clerks
Clerks
was
really good.
yeah. It's all right.
Clerks 2. I'm not gonna quote anything.
I'm
but
sorry. My favorite movies have the best director ever in Mel Brooks,
Baseballs.
and they're
Bro.
finally coming out with the sequel. It's supposed to
Only
be out
30
next
years
year.
later.
Oh, somebody, what was this?
So I see.
I
there's
can't wait.
corpses.
I can't wait to see it. I want to see Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet.
What?
God, I bet you it was a great helmet.
I only came here, guys, to do 2 things: drink a lot of beer and kick some ass. Looks like I'm almost out of beer.
I love the alien that jumped out of John Hurt's belly and he's
Yeah,
laying
right.
on the table. He goes, "Oh
Check, please."
no,
Oh,
not
Oh, no.
again!
not again.
Hello,
Check,
my
please, yeah.
baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my
Hello,
ragtime
my
gal."
ragtime gal.
We're here for a reason. We're here to comb the desert. You found anything? We
We ain't found shit.
Ludicrous speed.
We've never gone to ludicrous speed.
They've
Whoa,
gone
don't you think-
glad.
Bro, don't you think
Why don't we
should
stop
button up?
this thing? We
Button
just
this.
passed the.
Bullshit. I think we should all take a break.
What are those
Uh,
things coming out of her nose?
Oh my
Space-
God! I'm surrounded by assholes.
Careful, you idiot! I said across her nose, not up it.
Sorry,
sir.
sir. Wait, I gotta cross the eyes. Sorry, sir. New here. Who made
What's
that
your
guy a
name?
gunner?
Corporal Asshole.
No, really, what's his name? No, that is his name, sir. Corporal Asshole. He is an asshole, sir. How many assholes are on this ship?
Yo.
What's up, Will? Good to see you, Mr. Vogel.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we're just getting
BCP's in the
movie-
house.
We're just getting
Damn,
the movie themes right now.
raspberry.
All right.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Let's see how well you use it.
I'll see how well you handle it.
Wait, how did
Before
they
I
say?
kill you,
Well,
I
can we
want
go
you
back?
to know.
Can we
What's
rewind
she
now?
doing?
Can we be here now?
She's gone from suck to blow.
Whoa.
So
I
we-
was your
we-
cousin's, brother's, sister's, aunt's, uncle's college roommate. So what does that make us? Absolutely nothing.
Can we go to now? If we rewind now, we go back to now.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm afraid I do have to take off before I.
Yeah, I was getting ready to. It was an hour. We made it. We made it. We still got a minute to spare, Jay. You got a minute to spare.
I'm going to be
Will,
the first to duck.
Will,
duck out.
we'll talk next week. Will.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to be the first to duck out with a minute to spare. You guys can find me at Dodger Jason on Twitter. Feel free to follow me there. And also, don't forget my podcast. It's Dodgers Time, the podcast, which looking like it's going to be consistent Friday nights. My partying shot for tonight. I already said something about LeBron James on my show last night. So I'm not going to say anything else about that idiot other than, well, lots of luck, LeBron. Lots of luck. So
Hey,
that's
Not lots of
I
luck.
will say LeBron is the first guy to move from Bel Air to West Philadelphia.
where he was born and raised. On the playground is where he spent most of his days. Okay, I'm officially out now, guys. See you later. Good night. Peace out. God bless.
All right, Jay.
I had to do it.
Yeah, this guy, he need to advertise the Subway conversation. He can go with Joe and Jane on that one.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Jamie's promoted his show. Well, I'm sure Will knows that Jamie does a Tuesday night Yankee show.
Yankee Mets, all
Yep,
New York.
yeah,
baseball.
yep, Yankees Mets, 8 p.m. Eastern. every week. Joe Dalio and Jamie Malloy. Joe Dalio, a Mets fan.
I don't know if it's going to be this week though,
Malloy.
because I don't know if Joe's still on the road or not. I know he was in the Bronx. I think he's at the Mets game tonight.
That being said, I want to say what I always say: try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way we'll make the world a better place. It starts within ourselves. So please,
sir.
Yes, sir. Wasn't he in
make
Pittsburgh?
love, not war?
Wasn't he in Pittsburgh last week?
Yeah,
Who?
he didn't even tell me, Joe. He was at the Pirates game, and I'm like 20 minutes away. You didn't tell me?
He doing a tour or something? Like he's touring MLB?
He was just traveling around real quick with his daughter, I think, before they go back to school.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
It was cool. Father-daughter bonding time. I guess it's well needed sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
anyway, Jeremy, how do people find you? What shows you got coming up this week, if any?
I got shows every week, every day. Tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. It is South Florida Tribune's Inside the Pigskin, where I have like Mel Farr Jr., who's a former running back that was great for UCLA, was on the practice squad of the Lions and a few other teams out there. You also have Wednesday night, my NFL Roundtable Talks. Thursday nights, we got Fire Up on the South Florida Tribune channel.
Hopefully
then
we
back
can
to
get
my
that
channel
this week.
Say what?
Hopefully
yeah.
We can get that Echo fix this week.
Smear's Echo, yeah. Friday night on my channel is the Lions Fan Cave Chat. On Saturday night at 9 p.m., we have the Baseball Roundtable Talks. And then Monday through Friday at noon.
I'm not here, remember? I'm not here this Saturday. Unless I pop in completely wasted.
Detroit Sports Talk with SJB. And for those that don't know, SJB stands for Smoking Jeremy B. And I'm out so I can go have that cigarette. But you can find it all on the KCB Sports Network.
Cool beans, Jeremy. We'll see you.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
I won't see you. I'll see you Thursday night.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey,
buddy.
we'll see each other in the chat every day. We at least chat each other once a day, if nothing else, to do the shit talking Elmo posts.
Yeah. I had one today that you didn't share yet, but I'm sure you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. All right, guy. Have a good one.
You a bitch.
Your mom called. She said the doctor said your tests are in. You're a bitch.
Your dad called. He said you're a bitch too.
Yep, have a good one.
Oh, Marcus, what do you got lined up, boss?
So tomorrow I'm dropping an audio for Cajun Turnbuckle. I did another wrestling nostalgia with a guy I haven't crossed paths with in forever. We did one yesterday. I'm still editing it. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow on all audio platforms. On the go this week. This one's going to be a must-see because I'm going to be previewing LSU Thursday night. I'm also going to talk LeBron signing with the Sixers. Gumbo Gators playoff this week. They got to win 2 out of 3 to go to the championship. I'm going to game 1 tomorrow for free. Not going to Wednesday night. I don't think I can handle the heat 2 nights in a row. I need to still prep for Thursday night.
Are you doing anything for Breeze?
I'm going to
watch. Are you doing anything?
I'm going to watch it.
No, I meant, are you doing a show for it, like contributing?
I might. Well, here's the perfect idea. The week of the Hall of Fame, I'm previewing the Saints, so I'm going to bring up Drew Brees going in the Hall of Fame, and I've already did my thanks and all that for him when they announced his enshrinement. But I'm going to.
Did you reach out to those reporters we did a show on? I know we're talking about this live, but remember we had them on before, and then my buddy was in that bad house explosion.
No, wait,
maybe keep in contact with them. Remember the show we did right before all the madness happened?
What do you remember his name?
We had a guy and a girl.
You talking about the guys from the 4 Media Network?
Maybe.
They blocked me.
What?
I think it was because I was sharing Trump stuff.
Oh.
I was retweeting Trump stuff, and I guess that what got me blocked. I've never communicated with any of them. Like, they followed me. I've retweeted some of their stuff, but I've never been in contact with any of them. And then I just was like sending messages. Like I was sending posts to people, and then I was just deleting no messages, and then I just went and clicked on his name and clicked on his shit, and it said he blocked me. I'm like, what the fuck I did? And I'm trying to think back. I said it's got to be the times I was sharing Trump stuff, because that's the only reason people block me these days if I share political shit.
Right. Yeah, it's a shame. It's pathetic.
It's got to be.
But we don't get into that. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that. Look right above me. Look at what it says right above me.
What, Palomalu? The MLB fans of the Diamond?
Yeah. I just made a quick background.
Maybe you can ask him why he blocked me.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I had to go look because I know they're good friends with I was on their show. I did some Saints talk with them, but no, they all still follow me. Jordan Tyson and all them from what's their the Come On In Sports Network. They all still follow me.
I was gonna say maybe you could do like a little like blockbuster on Breeze and have a little party.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to see what's going. No, that's Saturday night of the enshrinement. I might go to an MMA fight. A guy from my hometown, he's fighting in the main event, and I've been saying I need to go watch him, and I haven't watched him ever since he became an MMA fighter. So the night of the enshrinement, I might not even watch it.
You'll watch it eventually.
I might watch it on my phone. Like if it's one of them like 4-hour MMA fights where it'll be almost midnight when he gets on, I might be able to watch it on my phone while I'm there.
Right.
But this Saturday, me, Rich, and Trey from the Doghouse Podcast, we are going to be on Saturday morning to predict SummerSlam.
Sweet. You guys got some college stuff lined up?
I have been in connect with him. I told him, I said, I think it's the week before. Let me look at the calendar because
Samir does Georgia Tech. Just to let you know, he's with us on Thursday night.
August 20th. I have nothing lined up because my last football preview is August 13th with Tulane, and then I'll be done with all the football previews. And week 0 ain't till the end of August. My first predictions on college will be August 26th. I want to do an SEC preview, and he'd be the perfect guy for us to predict every SEC team's schedule. That'll take a whole. He said we're doing it. I just need to get off my ass and get all 16 SEC team schedules and start jotting down who I think is going to beat who and get records ready, and we can talk about it and share it. But I still got 3 weeks to get that shit done. So. Yeah, be on the lookout. Trey and I are going to do an SEC preview together. We're going to do every team's schedule prediction, and we're going to predict our SEC championship game and who makes the playoffs.
When is this?
August. I'm shooting for August 20th.
All right, I'll see if I can reach out to my Bama guy.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to have a Bama guy, too. That good. We'll have a Georgia guy, an LSU guy, and a Bama guy together. Might as well find a Florida Gator fan while you at it, or an Aggie fan, or a Texas fan, or something.
Don't make me make this a 10-round circle here.
No, the limit
that would just turn into a massive good time argument.
I'm limited to. I'm gonna do no more than 4.
4.
But that's all I got this week. I'm going to watch my final baseball game in person for 2026 tomorrow. And then it's in the football saddle for the rest of the year. Well, at least the rest of the year. But when I get close to the end of the year, I'm going to be attending basketball games and shit too. But, yep. That's what I got.
Sweet. All right. Well, how do people find you?
I am at Dirty South ENT _ on X, also on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right. You can find me at Driving the Tough Productions, guys, on YouTube. Hit that like, subscribe button. We're trying to get there. We're trying to get to there in that next phase of 600. I think we're like 54 away.
I was about to say, how far away from 1,000, but you already gave it away. We're almost at 600.
Yeah. Then you can find me also at Sports Talking In on Twitter underneath the handle there. And you can find us tomorrow night, Open Sports Mike, Jamie and Joe at 8 o'clock with the Subway conversation, which Joe will be excited. They beat the Braves tonight. And Jamie might be excited. They were up 4-3. I don't know if they're still up or not. Get you a real quick score here.
Well, we're trailing
4-4. It's 4-4 now with the White Sox.
We're trailing 2-0 with the Angels, but it's the top of the second. So
It might drop with a bomb.
Imai is already allowed a couple of errors so far.
2 walks. 2 walks killed him.
Yeah, Mike Trout and Nito. Zach Nito
scored.
Yep, and Mike
Solar
Trout
walked 2, and Adele walked. He has 4 walks already.
Yeah. He allowed 1. He had 2 errors, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. But Nito must have been a single RBI. I know Mike Trout was a single RBI because he was on third base when he scored. And Urena, that's who the Angels are pitching right now. Walbert Urena. He's having a hell of a night. He only threw 3 strikeouts. His ERA is at 2.73 right now, so he's having a hell of a night.
Cool for them.
Yeah,
but all
Imai,
right.
Is Imai that bad that they have to pull him out at the beginning of the freaking first inning? Like,
is he like Badinsky for the Pirates? You know, he's not a good first inning guy, but he's a good every other inning after the first.
He played
one of them pitchers that could be like one of the relief pitcher starters, and then he comes in. You think that might be a better role?
Maybe so, because his time was 0.2. And they pulled him out. Espada pulled him out and put in AJ Blaubaugh on the mound. So AJ's pitching now when they get to the bottom of the second.
Oh, I already pulled him.
Yeah, he's already 3 for. He went 3 for 3 in pitching. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. So he's hot already. First 3 balls, he struck a guy out. His ERA is at 3.72 right now. Keep dropping that, but I think until they relieve him and put somebody else in.
All right. But hey, guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and leaving comments if you did. And we are going to be out. I'm pretty sure I'll play the wrong intro again.
I laughed hysterically because I wanted to see a reaction because I updated it. Everyone saw it but you.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was like, what the hell is this?
And I updated the open mic one. The open mic one's a little shorter, but I updated it. So we can have that Drive to the Top logo at the beginning.